takes third position on 16. So tonight's two finalists, Adam Raga and Jaime Busto. And with the elimination of Toni Bou, we are guaranteed a new winner in the new era of the X-Trial World Championship. Will it be Adam Raga, the last winner of an X-Trial other than Toni Bou? Himself lining up for his first World Championship event since surgery to repair a broken tendon in his left arm. Did, though, take part in a non-championship X-Trial in Austria last weekend, so we know he's something approaching competition fitness. Latter stages of the competition, though, is where the most physicality is going to be demanded for these riders. Section 1, half completed by Adam Raga. The first half is where he dropped marks earlier on here tonight in the opening round, but clean this time around. The tougher challenge in this one, Section 1, because it's being completed in two directions, is the time element. And Raga has tried to rush now in the return direction to try and make up time. Will he make up enough? It looks like it. Adam Raga is through. Clean in Section 1, 55 seconds in the end. So Jaime Busto needs to run clean himself now through Section 1 to maintain the pace in tonight's grand final. Has the advantageous second seeding position, so he will know exactly what he needs to do in each section, and that's by virtue of having finished top of round 2, Busto. But it does also mean that he's got the pressure when Adam Raga puts in a good result of needing to match it. Busto looking good, though, so far in this section number 1. First half completed clean. In the return direction, Busto dropped a single mark in round 2. Taking his time before he weighs up the remainder of the section and fights his way through. Jaime Busto needs to remain clean to match Adam Raga. He's very tight in terms of time, tighter, if anything, than Adam Raga before him. It's going to be very close. Busto, though, makes it through. 58 seconds, so there wasn't a lot of margin. But both of our finalists are clean in Section 1. And moving on to Section 2, effectively this X-Trial will now be settled over 5 sections here this evening. Adam Raga into Section 2. With a top 2 finish with a grand final appearance here tonight, he is now guaranteed the silver medal in the 2018 World Championship. That was in doubt coming into this evening, depending on the results of Benoit Bincaz, who of course was eliminated in round number 2. Adam Raga looking good so far in Section 2. The tougher sections, I would suggest, still to come, but it's certainly an accessible final, and Adam Raga has proven it there in Section 2. Clean. So still clean on this grand final lap, the third lap of the night. Adam Raga and Jaime Busto needs to do the same. First step a little bit tricky. This section joins together Section 2 from round 2 and Section 3 from round 1. Now Busto was clean in both configurations earlier on here tonight. And this is where we find out whether the pressure is going to affect Jaime Busto. Up against a real competitor in Adam Raga, who broke the 2,000 point barrier for his X-Trial career last time out in Barcelona. That's the level of experience that Busto is taking on here. But he's looking good in section number 2, and Adam Raga had no great problems in terms of time. Busto isn't having either. 45 seconds and clean in section 2. And now we're down to 4 sections to settle this X-Trial. Easier section so far for the riders, particularly as they've already completed many of the elements in this grand final. It's going to be a low-scoring lap. Adam Raga, who failed this section in round number 2, has made it up that challenging first step for the first time. 4 riders, remember, failed this section in round 2. Busto and Bou, the only riders to make it through. Busto is still to come. And Adam Raga is still clean. Piling on the pressure to Jaime Busto. Great job in section 3. Only the 3rd rider to make it through there here this evening. And halfway through this grand final lap, Adam Raga is clean. Jaime Busto needing to match him now. Busto dropped 2 marks on this section in heat number 2. And it was this step that caught Busto out first time around. He He took a mark for leaning and a mark for footing to push himself forward. Second time around, perfect from Jaime Busto. He remains clean, again matching Adam Raga. And both riders are clean halfway through this grand final lap. We're going right down to the latter stages of X-Trial Paris to decide our winner. Section number 4. Any mistakes now in the remainder of this lap from either rider are going to be penalised quite dearly. Adam Raga, 102 podium finishes in his career, 103rd guaranteed tonight. Is going to make it up this step in section 4, but that's going to cost him a mark for leaning. Now that's the only added element to this section compared to round number 1. The descent that proved a great difficulty for riders in the opening round, made to look easy by Adam Raga. It's a single mark score in section 4. So Jaime Busto takes a provisional lead, but of course he's still got to ride this section 4. So if Jaime Busto can run clean through this one, he will take a clear advantage for the first time here tonight. This is the step that cost Adam Raga a mark. Can Jaime Busto make it up this step clean? Jaime Busto also drops a mark for leaning. So now we're back level. 1 mark apiece for our 2 grand finalists. Busto now with the descent. Both Raga and Busto were clean on this section in the opening round, but of course that was without the first step. Oh, Jaime Busto slips too far forward and he's dropped a mark for footing. He had to use a dab to bring himself back into the section. And again, in an X-Trial of small margins, it's Adam Raga who leads the way by a single mark. Well, that was an opportunity for Jaime Busto to take the lead, and instead it was Adam Raga who seized the advantage. 1 mark for Raga, 2 marks for Busto. Not much to play with for either rider here. Section 5. This one has already been completed in round number 1. Raga scored a single mark, and Jaime Busto took 5. Is this another opportunity for Adam Raga to open his lead here this evening? Adam Raga up on the back wheel. So far, so good in section number 5. This is the step that cost riders marks for leaning in round number 1. Can Raga avoid dropping a mark for leaning? That really would put the cat among the pigeons. Raga makes it up on the sump. Oh, he's overbalanced. Down goes Adam Raga. It's a 5-mark score in section 5. A disaster for him on a section he completed earlier on in the night. And it's all gone wrong for Adam Raga in section 5. And now he's got to rely on Jaime Busto making a similar error. Busto failed this section earlier on tonight in exactly the same place and in a similar fashion, actually, to what Adam Raga just did. Now can Busto survive the pressure, take advantage of that mistake from Adam Raga, and take the lead back in this grand final? Had it after Adam Raga rode section 4. He lost it after he rode section 4. He's got it back after Adam Raga failed section 5. Can he hold on to it now? Jaime Busto on 2 marks, Adam Raga on 6. Only a failure will drop him out of the lead. Busto makes it up, and Busto makes it over. And Jaime Busto will have the lead of X-Trial Paris coming into the final section here tonight. Single drop mark for leaning for Jaime Busto there, and it's 3 for Jaime Busto and 6 for Adam Raga. Any more than 2 drop marks here for Adam Raga, and Jaime Busto wins in Paris. Both of these riders cleaned section 6 in round number 2. It's got 1 additional element, but I wouldn't expect that to pose too many difficulties for the riders, other than lengthening the section somewhat. Neither rider will be able to take their time too much, because this is a long section, and remember they've only got 1 minute to complete it now in the final. 1 minute per section. Here's the extra element. Adam Raga making his way across to the left, does so fairly easily. There was a moment where he started to slip back, but he managed to save it. 20 or so seconds still to go, and Adam Raga's up against it here in terms of time, but I would suggest he's managed the harder parts of the section so far. He will reapply the pressure back onto the shoulders of Jaime Busto, and we are going down to the final section of the final lap here tonight to decide X-Trial Paris. Adam Raga finishes the lap on 6. Disappointment with that failure in section 5. Jaime Busto then is the man under pressure. A maximum of 2 marks here, and a first ever X-Trial victory will be his. Adam Raga only completed that section with 4 seconds to spare. So Busto needs to avoid errors, but also needs to get his skates on. Section number 6. Busto leads us by 3. He's got 3 marks to play with at the most. If he does drop 3 and we end up in a tie-break, well, we'll have an extra section to settle this X-Trial Paris. That's never happened before in this new era of X-Trial competition. Toni Bou having won 5 out of 5. Who will become the first new winner in the new era? It looks set to be Jaime Busto, but he's very, very tight on time, and he's going to need to rush here. Remember, a failure for Busto would give the X-Trial to Raga. Anything else, and it'll be over to Jaime Busto. With a second on the clock, Jaime Busto wins X-Trial Paris to become the second winner of the 2018 season and take the mantle he was always expected to hold as the protege of Toni Bou and his natural successor. I'm very happy with this result. We've been working really hard to get to this point. We've been working hard on the bike and getting used to it. So I'm satisfied and want to carry on this way. So in a low-scoring X-Trial where both finalists cleaned 4 of the 6 sections, it was Adam Raga's section 5 error that made the difference. Raga's wait for a first success in the new era continues, while Jaime Busto becomes only the 4th different winner in the last 13 seasons. Further down the order, Toni Bou suffers his worst result in over a decade. His teammate Takehisa Fujinami, though, celebrates a first trip to the podium since 2013. After an unbroken run of a decade without dropping from the podium, Toni Bou misses out at X-Trial Paris in 2018, enabling his former Honda protege to take his place with victory over world number 2, Adam Raga. While the battle for 3rd begins to settle down to a head-to-head between Benoit Bincaz and Jaime Busto, the top 2 positions are confirmed in favour of regular lead duo Adam Raga and 2018 champion Toni Bou.
Yeah, after the crash in Le Mans, my objective is stay strong for arrive to Paris. Today I won the first lap. After in the warm-up for the semi-final, I understand it's not possible riding. I start for the public. I riding just for the public. I understand the situation, and I think stay here today and possible riding, I think is my dream.
A special presentation for Toni Bou congratulates him on a 12th world title, a well-deserved award for a challenging month and an incredible battle through injury to ride in Paris. Oh, and that's a nasty fall as well. Oh dear, that's a disaster. Seconds is going to be tight. Busto on 3, Raga on 6, a crucial error.